Hi, kiddo. Didn't you have plans like right now? Oh no, you're very welcome. It's good to see you, always. I'm a little confused, is all. So, what happened? Okay, well, that's impressive levels of meh. And after that, what? And you decided to be done with it and went home after that? Alright. Well, good job quitting. Yeah, I think quitting is seriously underrated. Like, yes, you can never become the world's best pianist if you never ever play the piano or if you don't go through the part where you're terrible at it. But also, you can't become the world's best drummer if you spend all your time just playing the piano because that's what you started with. Yeah, that's fair. It doesn't super apply here, but you still see my point, right? Mm hmm. So, that can be a very good thing, being able to see when something is not for you. Yeah, I mean, saying no to one thing means the ability to say yes to something much better. And if you feel that there is actually a lot of things that are better, then a no is a good thing, a powerful thing, a positive thing. And there is this weird mentality that we need to stick it out and, just like the first choice is always going to be the perfect one. Yeah, I mean, it's the same with making choices as it is with playing the piano. You have to practice a lot. And one of the ways we do practice is start over from the beginning. And that's that's the thing we're going to have to do. If we notice that it's not for us, yeah, exactly. I think the universe could really be a lot better if everyone in it just learned to back down and say, whoops, this wasn't for me. Yeah, maybe the universe is a bit much. I was probably thinking about some old myth or something. Well, a Nordic myth specifically. There is this story about Odin. He got into a quarrel with the Valkyries because he thought that you used to do your job so much better. Anyone, literally anyone, can do it better than this. I can most certainly find warriors better than anything you've brought in uh, recently, even ever. And, well, Odin might have known a lot of things and been very powerful, but he was also very proud. And in the right circumstance, he could be quick to anger. So he actually ended up promising to find the greatest warriors ever and to bring them to Valhalla, which was usually the Valkyrie's job, as you know, and then just do all that without cheating. Like, he wouldn't use any of his extra super plus all father abilities. He would just walk around like a regular old human, basically a worse setup than the Valkyries have. And that's the thing, he should have just known when to quit. He was at it for so long, and people started to miss him. Like, It's a little unclear what an Allfather actually does. I mean, it's unclear to me, but he wasn't really doing that because he was just walking around Earth looking for warriors, and things were not good as a result of it. I mean, the others were doing the best they can. I remember something about Loki uh, seeking the goddesses of fate and just asking if they could pretty please just kill off some really good ones a little quicker so we could please get Odin back. Yeah, they were having none of that. They just sent him on his way. But shortly after, though, Odin did actually find three warriors that looked pretty good. Well, he was being thorough, so basically he just sneaked around and spied on them for a while. And there was this thing that did happen that sort of proved them to him, or at least, well, more or less. One of them was ambushed in his sleep by six people. Six people. And he just dispatched them quickly without breaking a sweat and adjusted his bedding and was just about to go to sleep again when Odin walks in and is like, "Hi, I am false name something." He lies a lot. Yeah, I mean, that's that's fair. But anyway, he asked him, why would you do that? Like, your friends are literally right here. You could have woken them up or just made sounds. They were right there and they could have helped you. And the man goes, "Why? There was only six of them." Yeah. So, convinced that he had found the jackpot, Odin talked to them, which he was quite good at, and convinced them to go with him to Valhalla. Yeah, I know, this seems like a story about him not quitting and sticking to it, and everything works out fine. No, it did actually work out fine. He found the best warriors he could possibly find, namely Balder, Loki, and Thor, who desperately needed the Allfather back to do Allfather things and just decided to do something about it. Well, sometimes that's what friends do when you're being stubborn, if you're lucky. Yeah, that's the thing about friends. Sometimes they will drag you along for things and push you out of your comfort zone, and sometimes they'll drag you along for things that you don't even want to be for in the first place. And sometimes they will send you home early because you're just not having a good time. Yeah, I guess point being that you're in good company. That's fair. We can't always stay in the comfort zone. And I don't think that's the point exactly. Well, then I guess you did better than Odin did, at least in that story, which is a pretty wild thing to be able to say. I know these stories might not always be exactly what you needed to hear, but I'm glad we can share them together, and I hope there comes a time, somewhere, somehow, where you recall them to the betterment of you, you know? Yeah, I feel like most wisdom sort of works like that. It stays with you and then it just pops up when it's time. Well, honestly, I had nothing special planned, but we can start that early if you like. Great. Sounds all good by me. I know I started sounding pretty surprised, but I'm definitely grateful to have you here every moment. And extra nothing with you, that's definitely going to make my day. Thanks, kiddo. Love you too. Let's get this nothing started.